let's see this fake fan Yaku, what he's got to say since he didn't play Doom RPG or Doom 3. I suffered through the Doom movies. There's no way I'm a fake fan. Movies? You watched the second one? Don't fucking lie to me and tell me you watched the second one. I only watched the first. Yeah, everyone only watched the first one. That doesn't make you a fan because you watched the first one. I think most people have seen the first Doom. The second one, that's when you know that you're. I don't even think that's a fan. That's just someone who hates themselves because the second one's even worse than the first. Yeah.
Oh man, I watched. Me and my buddy watched that, and it was fucking bad. It was a keyboard put on the wall.
Oh, you actually did see the second one, or you tried to watch the second one?
Well, we did watch it. Yeah, no, Doom Annihilation is what they called it, or whatever. It had that one. It had like a squad with a woman as a lead.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep, that one. That's
garbage.
the one. Yeah.
Garbage. Have you? So you saw the whole thing. So what did you think of the terrible?
Oh, like it gets like at the very holy crap! They actually show you a screenshot right there where like at the very end it's kind of okay, but it's like it's one scene which is still shitty. But they actually like are only showing the part where she's in hell for like a couple seconds.
Yeah, well, the first Doom movie isn't even about hell. It's just genetic experiments gone wrong. They literally removed the entire hell aspect from it. In this one, I remember when this movie was announced, everyone was sending Hugo Martin messages being like, "Hey, they're making a new Doom movie. Like, you guys got anything to do with that?" And he's like, "No." He's like, I got nothing. And then everybody was like, "Oh, it's gonna be shit." And he's like,
"It is."
Yeah. I do not understand. You have now made 2 Doom movies, neither of which you've decided to put fucking Doomguy in. He's the only protagonist that exists in the entire series. Why is he not in any of these movies? That's
the next one is gonna be.
Well, Doom 3 technically does not have Doomguy, but you don't have him in it either. Like it's just so you have a woman in a entirely male-based series. Let's be clear about this. That would be like putting a female lead in He-Man. It's just as stupid. It's literally built on masculinity in the entire series.
She-Ra's a different series.
That's a different series. That's not He-Man.
Exactly.
She-Ra is a series that was made as a spin-off to He-Man specifically for girls. You would not make a He-Man show or movie where you make the lead a female in a He-Man show. They did do this, to be clear. They made Teela the main character of the new, and then everyone hated it and it sucked. Doom is entirely the whole creation of it is essentially it's toxic masculinity personified. If that's something you believe in. It just is. It's violent and it's brutal and it's gore and it's about loving the beauty of fucking gorgeous violence. And we're like, we're gonna make a woman the main character. We're not gonna have Doomguy in it at all. And we're gonna make it lame as fuck. And I was like, jeez.
What actor do you think would play a good Doomguy?
There was only one.
Oh, I know exactly. I'm glad you asked that question. I know exactly who would play it. Because I've thought about it a while. The dude who plays in The Expanse, Amos Burton in Expanse. I don't know the actor's name. This fucking guy. This guy would make the perfect Doom guy. He's got the body type for it. He is an amazing actor. He plays Amos Burton really, really well. Look at his goddamn face and tell me that does not look like Doom guy's face.
It does.
You would have to shave his beard, though.
Yeah, he looks like. Let me see. Amos Burton, ripped. So he's also he's incredibly fucking buff.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. He's ripped as hell. He has the hair for it. He played he looks like a fucking military man. He has training in guns. Look at his arms. Look at that. And again, I want to really clarify this. He is a really good actor. Like, that's the most important part. But he has the look, he has the build, and he's a really, really good actor. Go watch Expanse. He's the best character in the entire show. This is the character. If I was making a Doom movie and they're like, hey, we want you to make a Doom movie, this is the guy I would call to play Doomguy. This is him. And also, he's a small enough actor, it wouldn't be like, oh, I just put, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as fucking Doom. Like, you wouldn't see the actor. You would see just some guy. You might see Amos Burton if you've seen Expanse, but most people have not seen Expanse. This would absolutely be the dude. He wouldn't cost a lot to actually hire him, and he could play the role great. The only issue I would have with him playing it is that Doomguy doesn't speak, so I wouldn't need an actor this good to play Doomguy, to be fair. I would have to see how good he is with just acting through body language and nothing else. But yeah, this is who I would.
He's probably too old for it now. But see, if they made a proper Doom movie in the early 2000s, I think Kane Hodder, the actor who played Jason.
No, I know who that is. Yeah, that's no. I don't know. First off, Kane, I understand for the body language type shit, but he just doesn't know. Like, look at him. No. He's never been super ripped. He's always been kind of fat.
That's what Patty Pizza
a nice enough bodysuit, you know, like.
But why get a guy with a bodysuit when I can get the dude who played Amos Burton who doesn't have a fucking bodysuit? He's just ripped. I get kind of what you're saying with, because he has to body act for Jason.
And he's used to being a mute, like in
yeah. But the acting for Jason is very, very bare minimum compared to somebody like Doomguy, and also he just doesn't look right. Like, his body type isn't right. He has like kind of a weird baby face. Again, for Doomguy, I'm not saying his face looks weird or anything. I don't think he fits. I don't think he. I would pick Amos Burton over Kane Hodder. Again, who was the actor who plays Amos Burton? Let me see.
This is the biggest question. If you were to make a Doom movie, what would the plot be about?
Chatham, that's right. What's up?
What would the plot of a Doom movie you would make be about? What would that be?
I mean, probably just the plot of the first game. It's a very simplistic plot that works well. He's a Marine. He was sent to a fucking moon base to basically just waste away because he did some shit he wasn't supposed to do. And then there's a fucking alien and their demon invasion on the thing. I would actually probably have him talk in the first game. Because in the games, specifically like Doom Eternal and stuff, he stops talking when he comes back after Doom 64 because he goes insane in hell. So I would probably have him talking in the first movie, and if that movie does good and they make a sequel, eventually he's going to go insane from what happens and he's going to stop talking and essentially become a mute for a bit. But I probably would, to be fair, have him talk in the first movie, which would piss people off, but I think it's more accurate to the actual games, and it would be a lot easier to introduce the character as him speaking originally, but before then eventually driving him mad and having him go mute. But I think most people don't know that much about the main game. I think most people think of Doomguy as a mute the whole time. I don't think they're aware that he went mute because he went insane in hell. I don't think most people are aware of that information. I think most people are just like, oh, he's talking. Doomguy and Doom Eternal didn't talk. Why is he talking? And it's like, well, there's a reason. Like, there's a really good reason. But yeah, I wouldn't start with the Doom Eternal and shit. I would start with probably the original games. Well, you know, I could start with Dark Ages if I had enough funding, which I wouldn't get. I could start with Dark Ages. That could be kind of cool. Best to keep
the first one self-contained, and then when the budget balloons in the sequel, like in Terminator, the budget was way bigger in Terminator 2.
Yeah, like, and there's certain ones I would probably skip. Like, people won't like it, but I would skip Doom 2 if I made movies. Doom 1 I would do. I would skip Doom 2. I would probably skip 64 as well. I would do Doom 1, and I would probably end Doom 1 where Doom 64 ended. And I would do that all in one movie. And I would ignore 2 and 3. And then I would have the first time he comes across Icon of Sin to be in the plot of Doom Eternal, which would probably be in like the third film, and then that would probably be the I think people wouldn't like that, but not enough happens in Doom 2 or Doom 3 to warrant there being 3 movies for that. I think you can do Doom 1, you can have him on the space station, you can fight his way down from the space station, you can have him go through the whole thing on hell and stuff, escape hell, find the fucking dead rabbit, all that kind of shit, and then decide at the end of the movie, I'm gonna go back to hell and just be on hell and defend it from the other side because they're going to come through if I don't stop them. So I'm going to go, and you can do all that in one movie. You don't need to do all the different shit. As cool as it would be to end the first Doom movie with the reveal that the entire moon of Phobos was sent, or Deimos was sent to hell, which is the end of Doom 1, which is a really cool, like, holy shit. Like, the whole, like, you're literally, like, that's a cool twist. As cool as that would be.
In the middle of the movie.
It wouldn't be as big of a twist. It wouldn't, because you would need the time to build up the fact that he's trying to escape. Like, you would have to drive the character to just complete, like, oh god, I gotta get the fuck out of here, I'm gonna die. And then finally, when you think he's safe and he finally escapes the Mars facility, you realize the entire moon has been teleported to a different universe and you are now in hell and there is no escape. And you just end it like right there. That would be a crazy fucking ending. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could do one. Maybe I could do one. Maybe I could do the first Doom in one movie, and then Doom 2 would be basically the second and third games mixed together, and then Doom 3 would jump into like the Dark Ages and Doom Eternal type of stuff. Maybe I could do something like that. Is probably where it would be. And then if the movie series continues, but you would have to get such a massive budget increase for that third film to do anything from the Dark Ages or Eternal, like a massive budget increase, because it gets wild. There's like Titans and shit. Honestly, you would need a pretty decent budget even for the original. At least at bare minimum, you would need like a really cool prosthetic. Like
I'd appreciate like physical effects rather than CGI. Like make it more like
everyone would. Well, the original Doom film with The Rock in it didn't do a lot of CGI. Almost the entire thing was practical. Didn't save the movie, but almost the entire thing was practical. The only real CGI sections was the BFG weapon and the first-person section where they basically did a lot of that in CGI. But the actual monsters were all just prosthetics that dudes were wearing.
I can appreciate that. I prefer practical always.
That's the one thing I'll give it to. The effects were actually kind of nice.
Oh yeah, a lot of people.
Practical effects work best when it's working with CGI to enhance it. You know?
Yeah.